Hey guys, it's Ricardo Robinson-Shinall with On a Water Break, and we are here at WGI World Championships in Dayton, Ohio, and I am with the wonderful and masterful Dave Davis, who is the Expo Tent volunteer or Expo Tent coordinator here. He is the person that puts on all of the magic that you see that happens in this tent. And Dave, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to put the metronome on, and I want you to give me your 32 count life story. So you get 8 clicks from the Met,
Okay.
then 32 counts at 120. We'll slow it down.
Okay.
Dave said he wanted 128 because he likes it a little bit more brisk. We're going to bring it down to 120 from birth to today. Tell us all about you. You ready?
I'll try.
8 clicks and you're in.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, the tent started approximately 20 years ago in a little circus tent with the ropes out the side, like you see, and Bernard Bailey's and everything. And it's grown into what you see today through the efforts of all the trade show people, the tent people, the electricians, the booth and pipe people, and the work of the people in the office. I'm a volunteer, but majority of the work that sets up this tent is in the office. And they coordinate it all. They set it all up. And because I've been out here for 20 some years, they asked me, my opinion, what I think, and we hash it all out and put it together. And then final say is made in office, and they give it to me. And I have a partner, Sean Lampkin. We try to work out here to make this experience for the vendors, sponsors, sellers, everything, that they have a good experience, because then that relates down to having a good experience for our performers and the students that come to here every year. Like this year, we have over in the 2 weeks between color guard and percussion, we have close to 600 units. That's a lot of young people, and we want them to have the best experience they can have. And we feel the best if we can do that by starting here in the vendor tents, so the vendor people are happy. They can relate that down to the students, because that's where it's all about, to me and to all of us that work for WGI. It's about the students, and that's the way we look at it. And we just try to make it really good for everybody. And we hope that the vendors, sponsors, everybody has a good week when we're here.
Dave, I love the fact that you said that it is about the students and putting the students first when all of this stuff comes together. As someone who has been coming to WGI for longer than I care to say on camera, I can say that I have seen how this thing evolves, and it is an experience for students. Like if you look over right now to the booth beside us, we have a couple of performers over spinning rifles and things like that. But tell us, in the early days of doing this, you were telling me an interesting story because it's raining outside today.
Well,
and it's dry in here.
Well, the first year we ever did this, like I said, we had a circus tent. Right now we have inside of this tent, which is 82 feet wide, 230 feet long. We have a asphalt curb that goes all the way around 3 sides of the tent. 3 sides because we learned the first year we put it up front. The curbing is like 98% good. Some water gets inside, and we had rain. We had little ponds up front. But that's where it changed. At the beginning year, we had no curbing, and it rained that year, and we had water running through everything. And everybody had feet wet, shoes were soaked.
Just a little WGI indoor swimming pool is what it was.
And the parking lot at that time was not real smooth. It had like ruts and guts and everything else. But the amazing thing was, all the vendors that were here, because of the way they look at things, they enjoyed it. We laughed about it. We joked about it, and we can still went off well. And the tent at that time was about half the size as this one is. But that's how it started, and that's how we've improved. Like the tent having asphalt curbing. The lighting we had, the original lighting was not this way, and you really needed to bring your own lights because it was really dark, kind of dark in here. And like now, you guys don't have any in this particular booth for show day. You don't have any extra lights, but you have plenty of lights to see all the costumes.
Absolutely.
And showing the wares. And students go by, and I see it all day. They'll go by and they look. There's our costume right there, and they'll come back at some point, and you'll see the whole unit right here taking pictures. That happens throughout the booth, but it's just enjoyable. It's hard work for Sean and I for 3 days. We're here long days, and we get tired. But
this is 3 days before everybody else gets here.
Well, I've been here since last Thursday, which was a week ago. But I'm here because I want to make sure that the curbing's in the right spot, the electrician's line is set up correctly, the lights are all working, the exit signs all work, because I do get inspected by both a fire marshal and a building inspector to make sure that this is up to code and it's safe for all of our students
And that's
and
something
the
that people
vendors.
don't think about, that it actually this building has to be up to code to withstand weather, to withstand all of the people being in here, all those safety concerns. You know, there's a lot of thought that goes into this. How long does it take you guys to work out all of the logistics of making this tent happen?
Well, it's hard for me to say because, like I said earlier, a lot of that is done in the office, the WGI office here in Miamisburg, which is just south of Dayton here. Um, it takes, I think, Tina, who works in the office, and I think I've been in communication with her since early December about different things that we have to deal with and make sure that happens. And every year, um, we try to take notes down. How can we improve this? What did we do wrong? What can we improve on? What do we need to change? Luckily, this year it was a little more difficult because we are back up for after COVID. This tent was quite empty at times because the people were just not coming back. We are full. We're almost at full capacity for the color guard week, and we're really at full capacity for percussion week. Because
awesome.
Like this week we have 30 vendors, next week we have 44 vendors. So we're pretty tight, but we can still fit a few more in. You know, so down the road you want to come out and have a booth, come and contact the office and we'll get you set up. But it takes a while. And like I said, I've been in contact with Tina since December, and things changed up till the week that I came down here. I came down on last week.
Well, it really is a magical experience for all of the performers, the instructors, and the vendors here, like Show Day Designs, to be able to have this expo where people can come, look at products, touch things, and all that stuff. And all of that magic is because of you and your team, Dave. So,
well, I'm just part
you.
of it. You know, most of the teamwork, most of the work is done inside. I leave this in week from Monday. I go back home up to Madison, Wisconsin, and it's back on them again. It's all them. But I try because I don't do anything else. I'm retired from working, and I'm retired from drum corps, and it all goes back on the team here. But it's a coordinated effort between all of us.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Dave, for joining us today, and we will see you guys for more live On a Water Break interviews.